Hello, my name is Chris. I wanted to talk about how I feel about living in today's American capitalist economy. In the past 8 years, we've seen that capitalism does not work. And in terms of what capitalism is to compete as aggressively as you can for the highest profit, to make the most profit possible, and use any cutthroat tactics possible to make the biggest profit. I've seen companies where there's administrative people sitting in chairs doing absolutely nothing, hardly doing anything, where you see people busting their ass in like these low-wage jobs, doing the more work than anybody else because the majority of this country is poor and middle class. But I hate to break it to you. And these people are not even getting hardly any recognition. They get the least amount of appreciation, but the people that do the least amount of work in some of these jobs, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are high-paying jobs that require lots of work. Doctors, lawyers. I mean, they do a lot of hard work. I worked for a fast food chain, White Castle, where they were so understaffed, and these people in the administrative offices were like shitty promotions. They were saying you can get 6 burgers for $3.66, but in reality that was a price all to begin with, making it seem like it's this big special. That's what they're getting their big paid money for, and then they come and lower our temperature in the establishment where the employees are. Well, we don't want to have to pay. Are you going to pay for the heating bill? But yet their offices, I'm sure, are pretty well heated. Yeah. Anyway, so what capitalism has done is to keep the rich people rich and the poor people poor, to keep a certain flow. Because right now in this economy, the rich people are like thriving because like people in charge of Walmart, the biggest health insurance companies, you think they're suffering, you think they're thriving. They're thriving because they now have monopolies. That's how bad it is. People, these banks that are totally collapsed, they're totally crushed. All these companies, Circuit City, they crashed because of big companies. Capitalism works is if you don't like your situation you have at your job, if you get a low paid wage, if you ask for health insurance, or if you want better health insurance, if you're lucky to get it, you can get lost because there's someone else willing to take this, minimum wage paid job, and we don't have to raise the minimum wage. We don't have to treat you better as a person, as an employee, because somebody else will be desperate enough to take it, and we don't really care what happens to you. We really don't. That's how they view it. So you know what? It's disgusting, and it's like we're as a capitalist country, we run like a machine. We don't run in terms of like people's feelings, human beings. We're supposed to be a country founded on Christian principles, but we're really not. The only time someone says we're going against Christian beliefs is when a gay couple wants to get married. Oh, it's going against our Christian belief. You people know nothing about Christianity. I'm sorry, but rich people collecting, rich people just like sucking up all the wealth and not like helping anybody. There's someone that's struggling in the street, whatever, you turn around and say, it's not my problem. I probably did it to themselves. They're probably an alcoholic, or they're probably some drug addict, or a lot of these people turn to that type of stuff, drinking and drugs, whatever. It's because they have a shitty life. Some people say go out and get a job. Some people can't get a job. Look at the recession right now. Hardly anybody's hiring. And even if people did have the money to hire, they're so cheap. They have all the money in the world. Why do they have to? They can just force all their employees to work even harder and do more work for less money, for not even an increase in a raise. If you ask for a raise, they'll fire you. That's capitalism for you. And people always say socialism is such a bad thing. No. You're thinking of the Soviet Union. That's a whole different form of government. That was called National Socialism. It's a whole different ballgame. You people need to really open up the book and start reading, because you people are stupid. And it just really disturbs me. Alright, peace.